It's Top 40 Huskers here on HuskerOnline.com. Hi, Sean Callahan. Before I get to that, make sure you like, follow, subscribe to us here on the Husker Online YouTube page. So what are the top 40 Huskers? Each year, Husker Online staff puts together our own power poll, ranking the top 40 players on the Nebraska football team as we head into the start of the upcoming season, ranking them from 1 to 40. We're starting off here with players 36 to 40, cracking the list at number 40. Quarterback Heinrich Haarberg gets in, probably the third quarterback right now behind Chubba Purdy. Obviously, Jeff Sims is the starter, but there's no doubt Haarberg is going to be somebody to keep your eyes on. He's got athletic ability, and you never know. Maybe they could use him as a runner athlete at times in this offense. At number 39, I think kind of an unknown player right now on this roster, defensive back Omar Brown. He came from Northern Iowa, where he was an FCS All-American, battled some back injuries and other things a year ago, played limitedly, had a strong spring. Now, where will Omar Brown factor in to the mix in a very deep secondary room? Then at number 38, one of the more talented freshman players Nebraska brought in here this offseason, Princewell Umanieleyan, a defensive end, started the spring game. He came in, looked really good over the course of Nebraska's 15 spring practices. He's added weight. We were actually down in Texas, talked to some different people over the satellite camp, and had a lot of people mention the talent Princewell has, the potential he's going to have. I don't expect he will redshirt. In fact, I think he's ranked too low on this list. I personally had him much higher than the other voters on the panel, but Princewell Umanieleyan going to be a factor. Then at number 37, another true freshman, defensive lineman Cameron Lenhart. He came in as well this spring and worked with the number one defense at times. He was originally committed to the Scott Frost coaching staff. He was a Mike Dawson recruit, stayed committed to the Huskers. East Coast guy, originally from New York, was the captain of IMG Academy. When you look at him, he does not look like a freshman. I think playing at IMG Academy, he's mature, he's focused, he's locked in. He's made great gains to his body, and he's another one of these freshmen that I do not expect to redshirt here for Matt Rule in year number one. And then finally, at number 36 here in our first ranking list, we've got Chief Borders, another newcomer on this roster from the University of Florida. Came in, really had a great offseason. I mean, a leader, high character guy. You hear that a lot about Chief Borders. I think the biggest question, though, is where he will factor in on the roster. Once again, I personally think both Princewell and Cameron probably will have a bigger role on this team just because of the positions they're at versus where Chief Borders is at. But he appears to be another talented newcomer that Matt Rule and the staff have added that should play a factor here in year number one for the Huskers. That concludes here, players 36 to 40. Make sure you stay on HuskerOnline.com. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest as we edge ever so closer to the start of fall camp. And Nebraska's players report July 30th. Fall camp opens July 31. Make sure you check out HuskerOnline.com. We'll keep you up to date on all of the latest. For HuskerOnline.com, I'm Sean Callahan.